Welcome back to Valvetronic Designs. The Ferrari 458 Spider is back, and this is part 2 of our video series of showing you how to make your 458 sound incredible. In the first part of this video, we did our titanium valved rear section with the OEM downpipes and the OEM headers. Today, we're going to be showing you guys what the car sounds like with that same rear section and a set of free flow bypass pipes. It's important to note that our bypass pipes on this vehicle are 2.75 compared to the factory 2.5. So there are other companies out there that are producing bypasses for the car. These give the maximum F1 sound and the maximum flow for this particular platform. All the piping that we use is bigger diameter, so you can get more flow. 2.5-inch piping on this 4.5-liter naturally aspirated high revving V8 is a little bit small, so we bump the piping size up so you get more performance, more sound, and the ultimate experience. In this video today, we're going to show you all the sound characteristics of the bypass pipes plus the rear section in titanium. Of course, startup, revs, flybys, interior acceleration. We're going to put a GoPro on the rear bumper, going to do launch controls, and really show you how we crank the F1 exhaust experience up to 11 with these exhaust components. Let's get started. Back in the Ferrari 458 Spider. Shane, why don't you go ahead and close the valve so you guys can hear me nice and clearly. Ah, exactly. Car goes back to being like its bone stock. So inside this car now, again, we've removed the factory Ferrari sports exhaust, which is on the vehicle, and we put some bypass pipes on it. It's got our full titanium race rear section on it with the valves, of course. So now being in the car, we obviously have the roof down because it's a lovely day today. But I'm driving around with the valves closed. 6th gear, 2,000 RPM. It's not overbearing or loud in here. I can even talk to you at a whisper, and you can still hear me. No drone, no unwanted frequencies. This is how you have to experience your Ferrari 458. But if we open the valves, you get a lot of bass, aggression. You get that exciting, raw sound, which is very familiar to these 458s when you do the Valvetronic exhaust setup. It's so engaging. We're gonna let the car warm up here, and then we'll join you guys when we're on some better roads with how ridiculous this thing sounds. Coming up to the stop sign here, our first sound clip in first gear. Here we go. This exhaust setup is so special because the larger piping gives you way more sound, which is really impressive. that insane. Another big thing about these Ferrari 458s and this exhaust setup is right now we're doing 40 miles an hour. With this exhaust, I'm actually following this Jeep in front of us, and he's going the speed limit, and so are we. It's such a dramatic, exciting experience now because of the exhaust package. You don't feel like you need to drive like a nut job to get the excitement and the engagement. It's such a pure, exciting experience. So fun. I've got the valves closed for a second. I've got the rear window down and the top is up. Just doing this for continuity's sake so you guys know what it's like with the top up. Let's say if you had a coupe, you would be able to understand what the car is going to sound like. So, there we go. Lots of overrun, yeah. Again, this car, bone stock. We have the exhaust, that's it. No other modifications. We're gonna do a skid, it's Ferrari time! Hi. Goodbye. Okay, now we're going to be entering our filming location. The sound change is crazy. Put ourselves back in auto. This car goes back to being like its bone stock. There are so many exhausts out there. Go on Normal Guy Supercars YouTube channel and watch this exhaust compared to all the other ones, compared to Novatec and Capristo and all these other systems. This system gives you the same really exotic F1 sound, but it has none of the compromises of all these other systems. The valves work phenomenally well. The car is really quiet on the cold start with the valves closed. Why would you buy anything else? Like, it's so dumb. Everybody who comes to us and has a 458, they, hey, I've got this exhaust, I don't like it, the valves don't work, my neighbors hate me. Buy this setup because I promise you, you'll have no compromises. There's a lot of ways you can make the car really loud, but it's about making it perfect for every situation. You're bringing your wife out, you've dropped the car off to the valet, valves are closed. You don't want to be that guy who's so obnoxious, or maybe you do. Leave the valves wide open so you can have that enjoyable experience all the time if you want. But the one time the cops are behind you, you want to close the valves and they say, oh, the car's too loud. Oh, I don't know, officer, this car's stock. Don't compromise. The system is really expensive. There are cheaper options out there, but if you're watching this video and you want to go buy some other cheap stuff, click off this video. This is not the exhaust for you. But if you want the best sound and the best experience, this is it.